Welcome back to the semifinals, the second semifinals of the TLS2 qualifier number 3. That is a lot of numbers. And we're going on to game number 2. It is going to be on match point. LancerX leading in the series 1-0 over Mazur after a pretty hectic PvP, shall we say. And I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys can bust out on match point. So let's just go into the game. Alright, here we are in game number 2. At the bottom left is the teal Protoss, we have LancerX. The top right is the white Protoss, we have Mazur. And you know, I gotta say, I don't know, I mean, you know, mass mirror matchup is not necessarily ideal. But, you know, normally when I'm casting these qualifiers, I'm like, oh my god, please don't let another Zerg through. Please Zerg lose. Please be a Protoss or Terran. And today I don't even need to worry about it. It's like, even from the semifinals, I didn't have to worry about it because it was all Protoss. Like, we're guaranteed to have another Protoss through. So I'm pretty pumped. And you know what that also means? Is that, so last weekend, spoiler alert, we had a Protoss and a Terran advance. Oh wait, no we didn't. God damn it, no, we had a Zerg advance. Oh man, my entire point is ruined because I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, ain't that the worst? Alright, so we had a Zerg and a Terran. But that means we have a Protoss today, so that means we have one of each race advance from the first 3 qualifiers, which is pretty awesome. So hopefully tomorrow for the last qualifier we get another non-Zerg, and then we also get some non-Zergs from the points. Yes. By the way, I have nothing against Zerg players. It's just you know, we've already got like a billion Zergs seeded into the into the TLS2. Ah, who am I kidding? Of course I have something against Zergs. Disgusting players, disgusting creatures. I despise you. I abhor you. Except Bakuryu, I like him. I like Bakuryu. And Zaraki, I like Zaraki too. I like them. And Eonzerg's pretty good, he's pretty nice. So apart from them, they're pretty cool. Alright. So what's going on here? Oh my god, what is this? What is this? Mazur is going for 2K. He's not going for any kind of cheese though. It's just 10-12 gate, which is legit. It's fine. You don't cut any probes when you go 10-12 gate. You just keep making probes, but also make zealots. So it's fine. And I quite like this on this map. You know, it's not that narrow of a choke here, and there's no ramp obviously, so it can put on a lot of pressure. And obviously it's 2-player map, so you know where your opponent spawns. So notice he's not bothering to scout because he doesn't really care. He's going to go basically scout / attack with his zealots. Doing a nice little anti-mana pylon here as well. Really love that. Ooh, very lucky getting that probe scout. Partially lucky, partly like the probe was bugging out on the pathing there, but it did go far enough to see both gateways. So now LancerX knows what's coming. He's got 2 guys on gas. Pretty sure that's intentional because he doesn't need 3 guys, given that, you know, there's an imminent zealot attack coming. I'm a little surprised he's not making another gateway or shield battery. One or the other is required, so he's going to make the second gateway, but I think he might still want to make a shield battery to help defend against this. Shield battery is obviously not seen that much in game, but they have very specific uses, and this is definitely one of them, is defending against a 2-gate. I think the only main uses for shield batteries are in PvP. So the other main one is when you have a no shuttle, a slow reaver at your natural, and you want to like defend a big attack. Oftentimes you'll build a shield battery to recharge its shields. Anyway, notice that Mazur is not straight past here, not bothering to engage those initial zealots. Wants to draw these away so the rest of his zealots can just run into the base. He's basically going to try and out multitask his opponent here. So the core's finished. We actually have a Goon production first as well. And oh man, Mazur's first zealot taking a few hits. I think he should be running around here at the bottom a little bit more. Although no, it looks like he's going to regroup with the rest of his zealots and actually going to fight this one. And there's only one pylon powering both of these gateways, so LancerX also has to be a little bit careful about that. His gateways and pylon are also a little bit far away from the mineral line, so if he does have to pull his probes to help out here, it will take them a little bit of time to get over there. And looks like Mazur is actually following this up with tech. Another popular thing to do is go 10-12 gate into expansion and use your Zealot pressure to expand safely. And oh my god, the Goon almost got trapped there. But yeah, a lot of times players will expand behind this, and then like you can use cannons to help defend it as well. Mazur is just following up the expansion. Oh my god, he's actually sort of trapping these units outside here. He's killed one of the Zealots here. I think LancerX might have got a little bit too aggressive with his units, although he does pick off another one of Mazur's Zealots, and he's got a lot of goons pumping out here, so I don't think this attack has really worked. And Mazur doesn't seem to have actually reinforced this properly or kept up the Zealot pump or something, because I feel like he should have had more Zealots at this point, but these Zealots are kind of coming out staggered, not two at a time, and LancerX seems to have held this off fairly easily, in fact, surprisingly. I don't know whether this is just really good defensive play by Lancer or Mazur actually messed this up a little bit. I feel like it's a bit of both. I don't think Mazur really did the 2-gate properly here, but I'm not sure. And of course Lancer did have pretty good micro as well. So yeah, that's actually quite bad for Mazur, because his 2-gate didn't really do anything. His tech is behind. You see his goon range is not even halfway done. Looks like one random Zealot snuck into the back of the main here. Might have gotten a pro kill. But yeah, LancerX actually has a nice little window here because he's going to have goon range and his opponent isn't. So you can put on a little bit of pressure, although obviously it's a little bit hard to move with this narrow ramp. You might have to go around the side. But instead of going crazy with the counterattack, he's actually just expanding behind us. I think this is really smart because there's no risk that Mazur's got DTs anywhere near completed. So Lancer can just expand like this, use his goons to keep Mazur back. He knows there's no DTs anytime soon. He knows there's no huge amount of goons coming at him anytime soon, so he's expanding. I really like that response. One Zealot from Mazur is going to run around and see this. But yeah, LancerX playing this one really smartly. He's being a little bit cute here at Mazur's natural, so going to get pushed back a little bit, and oh. Oh, that was awkward, and whoa, while that was going on, looks like we had a bit more of an engagement here, so we do have a 1 Zealot advantage for Mazur, but I'm not sure if his goon range is done yet. It looks like it is, so both players do have range now, and Lancer is actually the one being forced back. I think he should be okay, though, although there's 3-gate pump from Mazur. If Mazur can actually just force the issue here and go for the kill with the 3-gate, he might do it. He needs to... It's going to be really tough, though. There's going to be defender's advantage for LancerX, but he is 1 gateway behind. So I don't know. Can Mazur actually just go for the kill here? No, he's actually going to get a Nexus behind, so he's not going for the kill. I thought he might be able to do that with the 3-gate pump, but look at this. Mazur also not at all scared of a DT follow-up, just going for that... what do you call it, for the Nexus, although he did get his own Zealot Scout in, so he knows there's no DT tech, so he actually saw it, but yeah, this is interesting. So despite the crazy opening, this could actually just turn into a pretty normal mid-game here, although with LancerX mining from his natural much faster than Mazur is, but Mazur is not going to let him go for too long, although there's already a shield battery here, so looks like, as I said in the beginning, seeing one of those few cases where shield batteries can actually do something useful. And more goons coming in. I don't think you can really make too much headway here with defender's advantages, and Lancer even putting an extra AI pylon here at the front just to draw some extra shots. Oh my god, he's double expanding. What? Wow. Mazur 3-gate double expand. I have never seen this in a legit PvP. This is actually awesome. He's keeping the pressure on. He's pretending like he's being aggressive, and instead he's actually just being like, please don't attack. Please stay in your base. Please be scared. Please be a pussy and not attack me and let me get this base up. Oh man, this is awesome. Mazur. This is really smart because he knows he's a little bit behind. He knows the expansion was faster for LancerX, and he's just doing the comeback. That is awesome. That is actually really cool. He's even just going to get gateway. He's not going to bother with a robo. Just yet. Oh, I thought he'd get another gateway at least. One more? Probably at least one more. Get that infrastructure going. And look at this. The observer of Lancer even was kind of like idling around the army just to get a count of how many units there were, because he was a little bit scared of a huge attack. And he's only just now moving over, so he's not. I don't think he's going to realize there's a base here, because he's going to miss the probe transfer as well. So he's going to have absolutely no idea. He might. I mean, if he's super on the ball, he might suspect there's like too few probes mining in the main and natural. Like if you're a really top-notch Protoss player, you can actually tell just from the probe count that something's weird's going on. But I mean, this is like pretty crazy, and there's not that many probes transferred, so I don't know. Lancer might just assume his opponent cut probes or something. But yeah, be really interesting to see how he responds. You can see robots, you can see 5 gateways. Does he realize what's going on? I don't even know what his response would be, to be honest. Even if he did know, like, what does he actually do? He's getting shuttle speed again. So it looks like he wants to again go for some really awesome harassment. And it looks like now with that Reaver pushing out, Mazur's just going to move back. They did move out a little bit far. Mazur maybe could have held back and sniped it, but not going to take the risk. I mean, he knows he's in a solid position now with that super fast third. Doesn't want to try anything crazy. Doesn't want to risk it. And I think that's absolutely the correct decision. So now Lancer is going to move out, but he doesn't have a shuttle for the Reaver yet, so he's going to take a little bit... Oh, just as I say that, it does pop out. So it looks like he's going to go for an attack with the first Reaver, but Mazur positioning himself in the middle of the map. Not going to make it an easy path through the middle, although an OBS is coming over to see it. Here we go, a bit of an engagement. Mazur, I don't know if his infrastructure is quite kicking in. Because of all the gateways, his base is mining. So, yeah, there's a very narrow timing here for Lancer. It might even be passed already where he can actually make a move here. But a huge goon engagement going on in the middle of the map. It looks like Mazur has a superior goon count. But there comes the Reaver, so Mazur is forced back a little bit. But just going to fight a running battle here while the Reaver isn't down. It looks like Lancer actually having some trouble with his big army control here, allowing some of his goons to go idle. Also sacking the goon here for free. So Mazur has held off this attack. I don't think there's enough Dragoons here and momentum for Lancer to continue, and now Mazur is just in really amazing shape here. He's just keeping that 5-gate goon pump going with his 3 bases against the 4 gates of Lancer. He doesn't have the tech yet, though. He's getting a cannon in his base actually to help defend. But look at this, Shuttle's moving in. Is shuttle speed finished yet? It's going to be finished in just a second here. So it looks like instead of going for an attack, Lancer is going for the harassment route. And here we go. He's going into the natural. He's dropped the Reaver. There's no response. But the Scarab looks like it's going to dud, though. Oh, the Scarab is a dud. And oh my god, that shuttle is actually pretty heavily damaged right now. So he's got to be way more careful. Although speed does finish, giving him an opportunity to do some more harassment. Lancer also, meanwhile, taking his mineral only as well. So, yeah. So, got a Citadel on the way, +1. Mazur just transitioning out. Looks like he's going to skip Reaver entirely this time. Kind of similar to, or rather kind of reverse to what we saw last game. Was it last game or was it the previous series? God, I'm already getting confused with these PvPs, and obviously there's going to be another PvP in the finals, so I'm just going to start completely mixing up the games. But I think we already saw a game where it was kind of like one player went for the fast expand. Actually, I think it was Wands versus Enjoy Me, where Enjoy Me went for the 1-gate expand and completely skipped Reaver tech. And in this case, it's kind of like a 3-gate double expand and again skipping Reaver tech. Basically, if you don't go for the fast robo in the beginning, skipping Reaver tech is pretty normal. You just get the robo for observers then, and you just go straight for Citadel and for the Templar tech, and adding on more gateways as well. We do see Mazur. Meanwhile, Lancer is moving out with his army. Okay, his shuttle's actually hiding back here. He's got 2 Reavers now. One Dragoon is actually going to see this move out. Now, Mazur's army is actually all positioned here on the high ground. So most of his army, it looks like he's going to bring some units back yet. Basically, he can hold this narrow ramp with a very small number of units and kind of force LancerX to move onto the platform here if he actually wants to attack. Meanwhile, random mobs gonna get sniped off, and this base is now done for LancerX. So he's going in for another harassment here. Some spotting pylons on the side for Mazur. Did he see it? I think he saw it. He is moving goons back into position, so yeah, he definitely saw that. I hope he doesn't forget speed. Or wait, who forgot speed? I don't know. I can't remember what PvPs are what anymore. Whatevs. Hey, Mazur looks like he's thinking about taking the bottom right base as a 4th. Pretty comfortable position to do so. He's got just a small supply lead, but seems to have a pretty vastly superior army for some reason. Although actually, wait, no, never mind. More units coming out for Lancer. Interesting that Lancer got 2 DTs. Now, is he going to use these with the army like Mazur did last game? Or is he going to run them past and try and go and snipe probes in the main or something while the main army is engaged? Looks like he's actually keeping it with the army, so pulling off Mazur's trick here. He's attacking uphill though. He's attacking up this ramp into an established position. Although it looks like he's got a few more zealots here, and he's pushing back with the Reavers as well. No Reavers for Mazur, so Mazur going to try and just get a really nice arc here and use his weight of numbers to win the fight. And here we go. He's moving in. The 2 Reavers are still alive. I don't know what happened to the shuttle, but the shuttle looks like the shuttle's actually really far back. He's not protecting the Reavers. 1 Reaver gets sniped. The 2nd Reaver is not going to get sniped. But oh my god, Mazur takes the engagement handily. The Reavers were not nearly enough, and wow, Mazur wipes the floor with LancerX, now got a 40 supply lead. Man, LancerX must just have way too many probes or something, because Mazur didn't have a huge supply lead going into that fight, but he had a much better position. And man, that did not go well. He's going to just lose his shuttle here because he's not paying attention. Mazur now bearing down on LancerX's third while taking his own fourth base. I think Mazur can probably just end it with this army. I don't think that fourth is even going to come into play. And that's probably going to mean we're going to see a third game, which is very exciting. I do like deciding games here. Here we go. He's just going to take down the Nexus. LancerX doesn't look like he's even going to try and save it, just pulling the probes away. But I mean, he must know that without that base, he can't win anyway. I don't really know what his plan is. He's banking quite a bit of gas, actually. Should maybe make some Archons or something, but I mean, there's just no way for him to win without that base. And it looks like actually Mazur's not even going to wait around. He's just going to go for the kill here. Here we go. Mazur's breaking the natural. He's going for it. He's got a lot of Dragoons here. Decent number of speedballs for Lancer, but nowhere near enough to deal with that number of Dragoons, I don't think. Lancer being cute and doing a bit of shield battery recharge, but with that many units, it doesn't even matter. And LancerX is going to fall here in game number 2. GG! We're going to game number 3 to decide who's going to the finals to play against Wands for the qualification spot. Note also that even if you don't win the finals, just by getting second place, you get 85 points, which is a huge number of points towards your qualifier. So even if you don't win, you still have a pretty solid shot of qualifying just with the second place points. And I think both of these guys might already have some points from previous qualifiers. So if they do get second, I think they'll be pretty high in the standings. I can actually have a quick look here. Yeah, Mazur's already tied for 5th place on points. He's already got 62 points. So I'm pretty sure if he gets second even, he might just qualify. And Wands is actually in 7th with 60. So I think actually, I've accidentally calculated that the finals might not necessarily matter. I think just by points, both players going into the finals. Actually, wait, if LancerX goes, though, how many points does he have? Okay, LancerX actually doesn't have... Wait, is he even on here? I can't even see LancerX on the list, so LancerX might actually need to win to make it worth it. So, like... So if Mazur makes it to the finals, I think both Mazur and Wands are basically guaranteed to qualify. But LancerX doesn't have any points yet, so he actually kind of needs to win the whole thing. So he needs to win the next game and win the finals if he wants to guarantee himself a spot. So it's actually, pressure is on Lancer. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's do a quick ad break, and then I'll bring you guys a third game.